Welcome to Startup Institute. Today is July the 10th, 2019, and it's currently 12:16 a.m. Um Police search for a man watching porn and masturbating in a car at St. Mary's. That happened over there in Australia. So I believe I have a subscriber. He lives in Sydney, Australia. So big shout outs to him. Investigations are continuing after a man indecently exposed himself to a woman in public. On Saturday, July 6 at 2 p.m., a woman was walking south towards a St. Mary's shopping center when she came across a parked white Mitsubishi Lancer on the corner of Benalong Street and Kaling Avenue. The car had its windows down and had loud moaning noises coming from within. As she walked past, she noticed a man describing to be between 20 to 30 years old of Aboriginal descent and wearing a white beanie and an orange fluorescent shirt with his pants down. It is alleged the man was masturbating to pornography on his phone, which was connected to the vehicle audio speaker system. when when he noticed that the woman had spotted him, he continued to masturbate it and wave at her. Chill, Lord. Anyone with information regarding the incident is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1-800-333-0000. Huh. You see, over there in Australia, they don't have, and here they got 00. They got like, let's see, 6, 9, 10. They over here they got 11 numbers, and Australia they got 10. This article was written by Nicola Barton, a graduate of Western Sydney University. Nicola Barton is a news journalist with the Western Weekender, primarily cover crime and politics. That's good. Let's see if they have any comment. No, they nope, no comments. So yeah, man, that thing is everywhere. So you got this dude casually sitting on his car, and then he was masturbating to death, and then people were watching him. So it's crazy. It's so bad over here, and 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 Ohio, uh, they are making they are, it's a public health it's a public health issue. Resolution in Ohio House of Representatives will declare pornography a public health emergency. So that's how bad it is over there. You know, when you think of emergency health concerns, things like infectious diseases or unsanitary conditions like come to mind. But GOP states lawmakers have worried about something else: sexually explicit media, especially in the age of the internet. Yeah, no hish. A resolution before the Ohio State of Representatives, introduced by Republican State Representative Jenna Powell of Dark County, would lead a statewide declaration of a public health emergency due to the prevalence of pornography. See, that's how prevalent this thing is. So, too many kids and underage teenagers have access to it. It's too bad. Too many people are caught masturbating in public. So Powell's proposed resolution wouldn't make any changes to current Ohio law or spending policies. She said the move is about raising awareness. Yeah, you damn right. Potential detriment effects of pornography on the user are that it can negatively impact healthy brain development and functioning. That is true. Contribute to emotional and physical illness. Also true. Shape deviant sexual desire and arousal, promote problematic or harmful sexual behavior and addiction, and lead to difficulty in forming or maintain positive intimate relationship. Power legislation rips. This is all true. It's all true. Um, the legislation later says the state will issue the resolution to fight against a broad spectrum of individual and social harms caused by pornography by investing in preventive education about pornography addiction and by urging enforcement of obscenity laws and increased regulation of pornography on the internet at the state and federal level in order to protect the state's citizens, minors, and particularly shorts from such exposure. So yeah, it's so bad that they're going to have to declare this a state of emergency. That's how bad it is. Legislature and 15 states have considering similar resolutions. Some portion of model legislation draft by a group called the National Center of Sexual Exploitation. Utah first passed such legislation in 2016, and other states, including Tennessee and Montana, have followed suit since. Porn critics like NCSE say that sexually explicit material is linked to human trafficking, sexual assault, and teen sex and pregnancy. Well, teen sex and pregnancy, I disagree because teenagers will have sex no matter what. Some researchers, however, say those links are tenuous or non-existent. A 2009 study by researchers at Texas A&M and University of Texas San Antonio, for example, showed that even as access to pornography has increased, sexual assault and rape cases have decreased in the United States and other industrialized nations. Another study published that same year in the journal Child Abuse Review, however, raised concerns about the effects of exposure to porn on youth, suggesting exposure to violent pornography material increased sexual coercive behavior in young men. That is true. There was a fellow um, on YouTube. Well, the story is on YouTube. He was watching so much porn that he became desensitized. So he went and watching violent porn. So the violent porn he was watching was interracial porn. A white man and black women violently rape. So it was like something. It was acting, but he went online and he literally tricked a little black girl to date him, and then he brought her home and then tie her up, beat her, rape her, and then kill her. And when he got arrested, he says he saw that in the porn. The porn made it do it, and he showed them the websites, and they double check it was true. So that's what it is right there. Now, organizations that fight human trafficking, considering pornography a form of trafficking, and those involved are not willing participants. But most don't weigh in on whether the existence of pornography alone encourages trafficking. I disagree. I disagree. A lot of people get into this thing, it's because of the money. That's all. When you make life that hard for people, when the rent is high, people can't eat, they are hungry, they are starving. They cannot afford things they want to afford. They cannot live the way they cannot live comfortably. They're going to do drastic things. They're going to take drastic measure to do messed up things. And the whole reason why you see all those young, beautiful women in porn, it's only one reason: the money. That's all. Local conservative group Citizens for Community Values backed the effort. So far, the resolution has 18 Republican sponsors, including local representatives like Mount Lookout, Tom Brinkman, and Middletown's Candice Keller. All right, so that's it, man. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, and this young women right there, they are trying to make this thing a public, health issue. So it's getting out of hand, guys. It's everywhere. That guy masturbating in the car. See that woman looking at him. He continues. So it happens so much in Ohio. It's just like everywhere you go, some dudes in his phone watching porn and masturbating, and then they don't care. And the child porn is off the chart. So the reason why I haven't made any child porn articles is because I don't want YouTube to pick up my account, and then busted my door and things like that. So none of this. Peace and blessing to all. Excuse me. Peace and blessing to all. Honor and respect. I'm out.